Hello, everybody. My name is Jeanette Gennaro. I'm a personal trainer and the creator of the Naked Formula. Welcome back for another workout. Again, if you want to start exercising, but you are afraid of getting hurt, these are the workouts for you. They're very fundamental moves to help getting your body moving exactly how it needs to so you don't get hurt doing everything that you want to do in life. Let's start marching in place. Today's workout, we're going to be doing exercises in the transverse plane. Basically, these are rotation type of exercises. As always, we're going to do a little bit of warm up to get the blood flowing to your body. And I'm going to demonstrate the exercises. You're going to practice them a little bit, and then we're going to get started with the workout. You working to your personal 10 for 20 seconds and resting for 10. Opening up that march. Roll your shoulders back. Make sure your neck is nice and long, chest is lifted, belly button tucked in. Hands by your side. You're pointing your toe, getting those calves ready. Hands by your side. Roll your shoulders. We got a little bit of work for the delts today. And reverse. Great, nice and loose. Let's rehearse the first exercise. You're going to be keeping your head over your standing leg. This looks familiar. We do this to keep our balance. If you keep your head in between both feet and you try to lift up, you're not going to be as balanced as you would be keeping your head directly above your standing leg. So for this, just a tiny little lift in the knee. Again, your personal 10, maybe just lifting up your foot about 3 or so inches off the floor. What I want you to work on is a little bit of a twist in the torso, okay? So your hands are going to be right here, maybe level with your chest, maybe a little bit lower, and you're going to work on twisting. There's no twisting from my lower body, okay? I'm not twisting my knee or anything. My torso is going from facing to the front to coming to the side, okay? So you're thinking about bringing your hand, towards the side of the knee. It's laying the foundation for a type of like wood chopping type of motion, okay? Just as we did yesterday, if you want to place your hand, or on our first workout, if you want to place your hand on a chair or on a wall, if you want to have a little bit more support and then do that twisting motion with your other hand, you can do so, or put a chair out in front of you, whatever works for you to keep you safe. Okay, so you're going to do that on one side. Let's go ahead and practice. Head over the standing leg, soft knee, hands not too high, and twist. Your head and your chest are moving together as one unit, okay? You're not cranking your neck all the way to the side. It's a surefire way of hurting your neck. Head aligned with that chest the whole time. Just a tiny little twist from the upper body. Other side, let's practice. Head over, standing foot, twist, and twist. Nothing too intense, nothing too crazy. It really does not take a lot to get your body moving in healthy patterns. You don't have to do any sort of workouts with words like ripped and shredded and like madness. You don't need to do any of that. You're just working through making sure your body moves the way it needs to get the things done that you want to get done throughout the day and do so strong. That's it. That's the purpose of working out, to help make your body function the best that it can. So next exercise, feet are going to be about shoulder width apart. Soft knees, so you're not sitting straight down, just kind of like pushing your hips back just a tiny little bit, okay? Tucking in that core to keep you safe. Your arms are going to be out here. They're shaped like a V. You want to avoid bringing them all the way to the side. This could be too much stress for your shoulders. So you're going to keep them out like a V, sitting back just a tiny bit. You're not squatting, okay? It's just like a soft athletic stance, okay? Shoulders low, and then from here, you're going to twist or give me little circles. If you see there's a little bend in my arm, elbow is not locked. Just a very natural position for the arms, shoulders low, little circles. So go ahead and practice that. You're going to give me little teeny tiny circles towards the back, breathing through it. Knees aren't locked. Again, nice little athletic stance. And next, you already know how to do a modified jack. You're just stepping, alternating right and left, stepping to the side. I'm tapping my toe. I'm not bringing my heel down. Just tap, tap, okay? Now for today, I'm going to have my hands out in front of me. Here's my belly button. Hands land right in front of my belly button. And I'm just going to do the motion of opening a book, getting a nice little rotation going on there. Okay? Now, let's go. Start from the beginning, doing as many as you safely can within these next 20 seconds. Head over your standing foot. Roll your shoulders back for me. Begin. Head and torso move together. There's no twisting in your knee, okay? No twisting in that standing leg. Just from the waist up. Great. Rest. Getting in position. Begin. You want to be especially careful with these type of exercises where you're rotating. It's very easy to let momentum twist you a little bit too far and you can pull something. So be in control. Okay, open feet, soft knees, bring your arms out in a V shape, soft elbows, little circles to the back. Keep those shoulders pressed down. Keep breathing through it. And rest. Feet together, hands out in front, getting ready to open that book. Just tapping those toes, opening that book, getting that rotation in your forearms. Back front to the top. Standing leg is still, no rotation going on there. Just working on that torso, getting it used to twisting. Great. Wonderful. Other side. As always, I'm so proud of you guys for carving out just a little bit of time to come here and help your body function the best that it can. And rest. Roll those shoulders back. Make sure they're nice and low. Soft knees. Arms out in front of you. It may not look very challenging, but I promise working your body through these movements will make a big difference. Tiny little steps in the right direction will get you where you need to be. Last one for this round. Getting your hands in position, shoulders low, and begin. I'm not twisting my wrists. The back of my hand and my forearm remain aligned. Almost there. And rest. Great. Quick break. Go ahead and take a little sip of water if you need to. And before I demonstrate exercises for round two, I want to bring a little bit of attention to the shirt that I'm wearing in support for Leo. Just a reminder, Leo, you do not fight alone. Go ahead and take a look in the description box if you guys want to hear more about his story and his family story and see ways that you can support this beautiful little boy and his family. Round two. Let me go ahead and grab one of my dining chairs. You can support yourself on here. As always, head over that standing leg, not standing nice and tall, hands on your hips just for a little bit of support, and you're going to give yourself a tiny little circle. If you need to, you can tap the floor when you finish one of the circles. I do not want there to be swinging back and forth from the hip as you do so. Nice and steady, okay? Controlled. It's all coming right here from the glute. If you start swinging back and forth, then that's where you can get a little bit of a soreness in your back. So that's why you're holding on to something, keeping your hand here to make sure your hips are nice and steady. And whenever you're doing exercises where you are supporting yourself primarily from one leg, you're going to feel it on that side as well, okay? So on the right side, go ahead and practice. We are working on the movement and performing this movement correctly, but that doesn't mean that the other side is not doing work as well. Let's practice on the other side. That way there are no surprises. Your body knows exactly what to do within those 20 seconds, and you know what you need to do to push yourself to your personal 10. This is all about creating a new threshold for yourself. If you haven't worked out in a long time, exercises that may look easy are not, because it's movements that your body hasn't done in a long time. And just getting yourself through that movement pattern and doing that movement pattern correctly, that is creating a new threshold for you. So up next, let me move this out of the way. Okay, nothing is going on with the lower body, okay? There's no twisting, okay? It's just upper body, just a teeny tiny little bit. And you're working in a very, very small section. So I'm not twisting all the way to the side, okay? You're just moving maybe about, 45 degrees. No twisting in the lower body. You're pushing, 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 okay? So you're coming out, then center, then just out to the side a little bit. Shoulders remain low, knees remain soft, and we're just getting those core muscles comfortable with twisting. And last exercises, back into your athletic stance, soft knees just like you did before. Reminder, push those glutes back, not straight down. Pushing your glutes back, arms in front of you, and you're giving yourself tiny little circles. Halfway through, we're going to bring those circles to the back, okay? You don't need to bring your arms all the way up. Keep it nice and low, level with your belly button. Last round. Get your chair ready. And begin. Controlled circles to the back. Your torso is perfectly still. Your hips are locked into place. It's just that foot and that leg rotating back. Soft knee. Switch. You could just turn around at home. You don't have to move your chair. Great. Keep breathing, keep those shoulders relaxed. Your core is working really hard to help keep your upper body still. Wonderful. Soft knees, sitting back a little bit. Control those arms out and in, out and in, out and in. You don't just want to throw your hands out there. That can hurt your elbows. You want to come out and in, bringing those hands back in with power. All right, getting ready to roll. Begin. And slow it down, reverse it. And rest. You can hold on to your chair if you need to, or you can try to balance yourself if you feel like you can safely do so. Torso and hips do not move. And switch. Chair's here, might as well use it. I know that standing leg, that glute is feeling it. I know mine is. Keep that knee soft. Wonderful. 2 more exercises left. Tuck your belly button in, sit back just a tiny little bit, and control those arms as you push out and in. Just 10 seconds to rest, and then you've got your last exercise. Ready? Begin. Rolling forward. Slow it down and reverse it. Excellent work. All right. We are going to move on into the stretching portion of our workout. Just moving from side to side, bring your arms down, roll your shoulders back. We are allowing our heart rate to slow down, as well as the rate of our breathing. Once we begin stretching, I want you to breathe in and out through your nose. Bring those shoulders back and front. Perfect. I want to focus on stretching out the glutes today. I don't know why I put away my chair because I'm going to need it. All right. I'm going to have a very important conversation with you right now, and it's about making sure that you are making tiny movements with stretching, because otherwise you're not going to be targeting the right muscles. Just watch now, okay? A very typical way of stretching out your glutes, you bring your leg all the way up here and you fold forward. But the problem is, let's say you do that, okay? But your glutes aren't flexible enough and you're not able to push your tailbone back, and you are rounding out just like this. You're not doing much for your glute. Like, yes, you are getting a little bit of the stretch by having it in this position, but this could be too intense. And also by bending your back, you're not getting this part of the glute. So if you're working on improving your flexibility and you feel like your muscles are very tight, you have to make that movement smaller so it's done right. Stretching really isn't going to do much for the muscles that are targeted if you're not able to get in the right position, okay? So, what I'm going to have you do, you're sitting at the edge of your seat, and I'm not sure if you can see my feet, but they're out in front of me. Let's start with my left side. I'm going to let my left ankle just be right over my right foot, and I'm getting a little bit of rotation right there in the leg, okay? My right leg hasn't moved, but you're getting that little rotation by letting that knee come forward. Now I want you to think about your tailbone. I don't want your tailbone to be pointing down towards your seat. I want you to try to point it to the back of your chair, okay? So you're sitting up nice and tall. That tailbone is pointing to the back of the chair and you're bending from the hip. Now you're stretching out your glute by having that leg rotated open a little bit and by bending forward at the hip. Go ahead and breathe in and out through your nose. We're going to be here for 10 seconds. Just relax. With every exhale, just letting that muscle stretch a little bit. Slowly coming out of the stretch the same way you came in. Sit back and move your foot to the floor. Let's repeat on the other side. Right foot comes over. That knee opens up just a tiny little bit. Making sure you're sitting up nice and tall and you're trying to have your hips rock back so your tailbone points to the chair behind you. Naturally, you're going to lean forward. You're bending at the hip and relax for 10 seconds. Coming out of that stretch, same way you came in. Perfect. So you're sitting at the edge of your seat. I want you to open up your feet. Sit up nice and tall. Your hands are going to be by your knees. Make sure your shoulders are dropped low. Arms are straight, opening up your chest, okay? This is something that you could be doing a couple of times a day if you're sitting at a desk. I want you to lift your chin up a teeny tiny little bit and slide it back so your ear is aligned with your shoulder at least, if not a little bit further back. But this decompresses your neck, stretches out your pectoral muscles. It's basically the opposite position that you're in when you are at a desk typing or looking down at your phone. Inhale, exhale, bring those hands in, relax, drop your head back into a normal position. So hopefully you have felt a stretch in your glutes that you've never felt before because you started small, but you started right. I am so excited to have you guys following these workouts. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. And if you want to learn about other ways to improve your wellness in other areas, you can take a look at the rest of my videos. And remember, Leo does not fight alone. See you in the next workout. Bye.